Is this the year that you elect S Corp? Maybe. Maybe it's the year you dump the S Corp. Well, a lot of you who know me know I am not a fan of that S Corp election at all. But you know what? Must admit, there are times where it is a stepping stone and we do need to make the selection. So let's talk about things that you should think about before you elect that S Corp. Let's start with maximizing deductions. Make sure that you've taken advantage of all the deductions you possibly could on that Schedule C business. Let's say you're an SMLLC. Can you hire a spouse? Can you hire underage children? Are there other benefits that you can take on that C Corp to minimize that liability? I think you should get to about a net profit of about, pushing six figures before we even consider election of that S. The next thing I want you to think about is, are you ready for the rules? You must be on reasonable compensation. So again, a lot of us are focused on that self-employment tax and how high it is on the Schedule C. Once you elect S Corp, you have to add in the cost of payroll, right? You got to think about, if you do have those underage children, do you have to keep them on that Schedule C, and the spouse? Do you have other employees? Lots to consider there before you elect the S Corp. Your reasonable compensation can be made up of wages and other benefits. But again, another warning with the S Corp are these fringe benefit rules. Now, it's a little confusing because the IRS just loves to confuse you. But maybe you're already in the S Corp and you're trying to say, boy, I still do pay a lot of taxes. I went over to the S Corp because I thought I would save on taxes. Guys, be realistic, right? Everybody's looking at the self-employment tax. And after a while, this S Corp is not going to serve you anymore. So is it time to revoke? Let's think about it. Well, before you decide to revoke, right? Because you're going to compare that pass-through number coming over to your individual side. Perhaps you're in a higher tax bracket than the C corporation. If you revoke an S Corp, you're automatically a C corporation, which for right now is at a flat 21%. So you're going to compare that 21% to your effective tax rate on your individual side. That's going to help you decide, should I consider that C corporation? By the way, guys, there's no right or wrong, right? There's just what fits your particular circumstance. And you can always go back, but for that S Corp election, once you revoke it, you can't go back for 5 years. So you want to make sure it's the absolute right decision for you right now. Now, there are a lot of other benefits within that C corporation that is going to be beneficial to you. And you'll be paying the tax at that 21%, as I said. Now, you don't have all the same fringe benefit rules as you do on the S corporation side. Much simpler, cleaner, a lot more options for you. So think those things. Keep that in mind between, hey, is it time to elect S Corp? Or is it time to dump the S Corp? All right. March 15th is the deadline to be on time for 2026. But consult a professional before you make that decision. Thank you.